Good morning, everybody. This is Vincent Meza and Listings to Leads. And today it's our Get Started class for our new clients. So if you're new to us, please put in the chat panel how long you've been with us, and let's get into it. So there's a lot to Listings to Leads, right? We've got, if you're new to us, we do real estate advertising for realtors. We have really strong tools for social media. We have, if you don't have your own listings, we have PDF guides and we have unlimited landing pages. And if you have listings, we have great, powerful advertising, marketing, and lead capture with those. And even if you don't have listings, obviously you can use the landing pages or the PDF guides, or you can borrow colleagues' listings and you can use our tools to capture more buyer leads and seller leads. And that's really the major difference of Listings to Leads. And I think every major company in real estate advertising is that our focus is capturing leads. We do this with print tools, we do this with e-flyers, and we do this with social media, and we do this with ads on Facebook and Instagram and Google. The bulk of the leads that our clients get a volume of is related to Facebook ads. But even if you can't do Facebook ads or you just don't know how or whatever, there's still, with print and e-flyers, lots of ways of getting leads without running ads. If you're really, however, trying to build a big database, that's probably the way. So here is the homepage. To learn our whole platform, here is leadgenwebinars.com. And I do a class like today's called Getting Started. Scott does something on social media and database marketing. I do a class for lenders, and I do top tools for more listings and Facebook and Google. So those are really a little more specific. So let me see if I can send this link to you here. If you're not on the call and you're watching this as a recording, just go to leadgenwebinars.com. But now this should be available for all of you sitting on the call right now. And so we do those classes every week and we record every one of them. And we also are recording this one. And once they're recorded, you will see them right here. And so let me send this link to you. This is actually our YouTube channel. And if you're new to us, I recommend spending some time on this page. And the classes that I do that I just mentioned are here, right? Facebook and Google, top tools for more listings. Scott's got geofarming and database mastery. And this is all good stuff. And really, I don't know how long you've been with us. I don't know what you know about what we do, but I can tell you, we have a lot of agents who have taken the time to learn what's going on in our system, and their business grows dramatically, like huge. It doesn't happen in a week or two, and some of our clients get excited and blown away by all the leads they get. There's capturing leads, then there's converting leads, and then there's commissions. And so it takes a while to really get that machine up and rolling and solid, so you're taking the peaks and valleys out of your business. But what we're doing here inside Listings to Leads is there's a lot of tools, whether you have listings or whether you don't. And so you want to really get familiar with doing that consistently. I'm going to click on the homepage of our YouTube channel because I think there's a couple things that I would really recommend that you check out. And that is the shorts here. So Scott's been doing these 1-minute videos and they're really helpful. Some of them are based on the feedback we're getting from clients. So this is what they did and they got great results. So we're sharing in just 60 seconds what's going on. I really recommend subscribing to the shorts and checking that out when you can on YouTube. You'll see our stuff here, and here are the deeper classes that Scott's doing. And then there's reviews. Maybe that'll give you some ideas of what people are talking about, what's working for them. And I actually know this first one where it says 2.2 transactions. This guy, Dustin Fox, 2.2. This guy is one of these people that I was mentioning. He's went from being a rookie agent in an office that I signed up to becoming the top agent with a team of 24 agents. And he did this call with RE Technology this year, really talking about what's going on and what tools they use. So sometimes the reviews can help you out there. So I'll close YouTube. You have that link. Another great resource is our Mastermind group. This is a private group on Facebook. It's where Scott and I talk about the new technology that we're pushing. It's also where people ask questions, right? This lady is saying she got locked out of her Facebook account, and that's always frustrating. And Scott rightfully says there are other ways of capturing leads. We're both a big proponent of Facebook ads, but there's a lot of ways of capturing leads. And there's some new stuff with TikTok. If you're thinking about that, check out this video that's in the Mastermind group. And you will see not only Scott or myself talking, but also our agents who have ideas of what's going on and what they're doing. So we'll come back to this later. This is the Mastermind group. And to get in this group, go to the support page in your account. Okay. And before we dive into the system, I want to remind everybody, because a lot of people have logged in while I've been talking here, there are 2 flyers in the handout section. And please open that up and click on them and print both of these. One of them is Facebook and Google ads, and the other is top tools for more listings. And top tools for more listings, I'm going to just read off right here. We're going to look at it inside, but I want you to know that this is literally the sheet that all of you need to print and execute on every month. And there's something here to do every week, but let's look at it. And it says, mail the nearby homeowner letter to local homeowners. This is a letter that we automatically generate for every one of your listings. Most of our clients use it when it's just listed and just sold. I'll show you later what it is. Run Facebook ads on pending, under contract, and sold listings. Our software, you can run an ad on Facebook in 2 clicks, and the leads come with name, email, and phone number. So if you have a later stage home, run the ad, you're going to get listing leads. If you run an early stage home, like something for sale or open house, you're going to get buyer leads. Same way, 2 clicks, name, email, and phone number. It's like you must really try to be doing that. You can also create landing pages. We'll go look at the landing page section. The Property Valuation Plus page is the one that offers our instant home value. And so once you've created that, you can share it on social media. You can run ads on Facebook and Google, and you've got print tools that you can drive people to it. You can mail it to your neighborhood. And then there are e-flyers as well. So e-flyers that you can copy and blast out on your own email platforms. And then we have PDF guides. So we'll go look at that as well. There are 80 PDF guides branded to you on every page. They're all 5 or 6 pages long. And 40 are for home buyers and 40 are for home sellers. Now, we actually can auto post those to your social media accounts for you. So we'll talk about how to set that automation up, but you can also run ads or use e-flyers or print to get people to download those for free in return for contact information. And then there's a market home sold report, which is in the back of every home value landing page. And then mail just sold postcards. And we'll look at our postcards and I'll show you why you want to be doing that. And then blast an e-flyer for each status on your listing. And then get this, we create, even for your homes, when you're marketing your homes, we created tools for the homeowners, for the homeowner to share themselves without you, right? We send the tool to you, you send it to your client and ask them to put it on Facebook. And the last thing is upload a custom audience for Facebook. And I think I'm going to just start there for a second. There are a lot of companies out there like redx.com, like remind.com, like listsource.com, and ArchAgent and Vulcan 7. And I'm sure there are more that you know of that I don't, that will sell you a list of homeowners with equity. So if you have a core town that you want to build out, you could say, hey, I want a list of everybody. I want their name, email, and phone number and address. Okay. And that's how I'm going to build. That's part of building my farm market. If you have that list, you can create a custom audience on Facebook. You can mail out just sold postcards, and you can mail out nearby homeowner letters to these people. And you can also take that list, upload it in your CRM, and take e-flyers for our PDF guides, or take e-flyers on our landing pages, or e-flyers on your open house, and be hitting these people. Just from that perspective, I want to just say this before we log in and look at stuff. For every farm market that you have, and there is a cost for this, so you have to figure it out, you should be emailing your target farm market once a week. Now that's free, right? You have a CRM, you have those leads somewhere, and you have our tools, and our tools have all these call to action. So when you email them, you're actually going to be reactivating those leads, because they're going to click on it and ask for something. And there you go. You're working your leads, you're converting your leads. And then, so you're going to take that list, you're going to email them. You're going to take that list and hopefully upload it to Facebook, and you're going to run ads to them. That could be ads on all kinds of products that we have, all kinds of tools for in the system. And then you also have print things. And so you could maybe mail just sold postcards, or just listed nearby homeowner letters, or just sold nearby homeowner. And so what I just described is hitting your farm market with print twice a month, emailing them once a week, and running an ad in front of them once a week, at least twice a week. When you run an ad on Facebook, you're going to get name, email, and phone number for using our software. And if you want to close more business, you need to talk to more people. And the Facebook ads is pretty powerful in a way of capturing leads. I'm going to talk about this. I mentioned that there are these two flyers. The other one is Facebook and Google. And early stage ads, I mentioned, you can get buyer leads. Later stage listings, you can get seller leads. You can run ads on landing pages and PDF guide. And we also have Google software. So if you haven't run ads on Google, I really recommend it if you are trying to build your listing business. These are high quality leads from Google, and also the most expensive leads. So you can do a lot without Google, but if you're in that place where your budget is a little more stable and you're like, I really need to invest to get more listings, definitely add Google to your system. We'll look at that later. So let me log in. And before we go too deep into the tools, I want to make sure we talk about the setup. Okay. Now, when you sign up, if you're not a client, you sign up on the web and you put your name and email, and then you put a credit card, and everything is month to month, and you can cancel anytime. And the first time you log in, there'll be a little wizard over here saying, set up your account, right? And there's a handful of things to do. Because I'm already set up, I'm going to take us to the profile and talk about what needs to be set up. And this kind of is much easier when you're brand new, because it just pops this window in front of you and says, okay, put your photograph in, right? And put your email in, and put your logo in. And if you have a white logo, like a PNG file, do that, right? Put that in as well. And then up here, auto posting. And this is where we are auto posting your listings. And I want to kind of be clear with you, or make sure you're aware that we ask you to connect to social media 3 separate times. And many agents think, well, I already did that. I don't need to do it again. You need to actually connect 3 separate times. Okay. So you click here and it'll take you to Facebook, and it should show your name, like continue as you, right? And you click yes, and then it shows you your business pages. And then you say, yeah, that business page and that business. You can have multiple business pages, and then you save that, and that tells us put stuff there, right? You can also connect to Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Google, right? So once that happens, and when you're signing up new to us, that tells us anytime a listing hits, make sure and auto post my listings to those social media channels. You can also turn these on, which are free home value landing page, down payer assistance, or new construction. You can turn them on or off if you want them or not. And you can say, hey, do once a month or every week or whatever you want. There's also a CRM integration. So we have APIs from a lot of the top CRM companies in the country. So if you see it there, just click there and go through and follow the steps to connect, right? So that's what you do on the profile. If we go up, you can see on the left, success stories here. I really recommend you look here if you want like food for thought from agents who are using our system, and they're saying, hey, this is what I did. Here's how I got more buyers. Here's how I got more listings. And it's really short. It's language that's been written by our agent clients. And so maybe those will give you some ideas. Refer and earn. If you got a group of agents that you're working with and you're all collaborating, you might want to create an affiliate link so that you can say, hey, sign up and you'll get an extra free week on your trial. And you will get a 15% recurring payment. All your leads, if we keep moving up the navigation bar, all your leads are saved here. When we capture a lead, no matter where we capture it, we email it to you and we tell you what it came off of, what kind of tool and where it was, right? So you're going to get an email. It's going to sit on this page. And if you connected your CRM on the profile, we're going to drop the lead automatically in your profile as well. So that's just a good place for you to work on. Now, you'll start to notice this if you're in the Mastermind group, AI text follow-up. So this is really powerful new technology that we've been rolling out this fall. And what it does is you get a text, you get a lead, it's got a phone number, and maybe it was something about an open house. This software will just start asking them questions. And what our goal is to text the lead until they need a phone call, until they say, yeah, I want to talk to somebody. Then we email that lead to you and say, hey, here's the conversation that we've had with our software. And here's the questions that they're answering, right? So you get all that information. And if you're an agent who's really thinking of growing your business, you're going to have to realize, one, you got to generate leads, and two, you got to convert leads. And when it comes to converting leads, our clients who convert the most are using text first. If you're calling people first and disappointed because they don't want to talk to you, that's because of the modern world we live in. There's so many scams that nobody wants to take your phone call. Somebody could be calling you about solar panels or your extended vehicle warranty or whatever nonsense. And so people are not real happy talking to people who they don't know. And that's why our agents who start by texting the leads, and until that, with just simple questions, don't drop a big paragraph that you saved on your phone, like just simple, hey, this is in this town. Is that good for you or any other town? This price point, is that what you're looking for? This many bedrooms. Until you get to that point, back and forth, they're just like, okay, I'm ready and comfortable. Let's talk. So anyway, that's the leads. AI text follow-up. You'll learn more about that. It is an add-on. You don't need to worry about it just now. Right up here, the next one up is follow-ups. And follow-ups are drip campaigns, okay? We have them in English, in Spanish. We have them for buyers and for sellers. If you don't have a CRM, turn on the follow-ups, because every lead that we capture, these are just email follow-ups. They're not AI text follow-ups, okay? But still, they're really good. They're actually more effective than most of the CRM companies that are existing today, okay? And if you have a CRM and you want to ask yourself, hey, I'm putting leads in there and nothing's happening to these leads, you might want to turn on our follow-ups anyway, because we embed call to actions in our drip campaigns. So we keep them active if they want information. That's just there for you. If we move up the top section, this is where the work area is. And if you have online reviews, I highly recommend getting them in our system. If you click client reviews, there will be a section where it says add reviews, and then you can add them here automatically, manually. You can import them from Zillow, Google, or Testimonial Tree, but let's say they're on Facebook or somewhere else. You could just copy it, put it here, tell us where it's from, and then save it. And we will start adding your reviews on various tools where that are relevant. We don't put them everywhere, but when it's relevant, we put your reviews. We also put them on this website that is a client review website. So I'm going to click on it to look at it. And you will see that it's going to have a static image. It's going to have all your reviews. It's also going to have the marketing plan, which is the listings to leads marketing plan. It doesn't mention listings to leads. It's branded to you. And if they have a question, they can just give you their information to get it, right? To get the answer. You can snap in a video. I mentioned earlier that we have PDF guides for you for buyers and for sellers. And so if they want it, they can download it as long as they give you their contact information. So this is starting to get into what we are about, which is capturing leads, right? We also include all of your listings, okay? And if you have a listing in here and in your account, it's going to be here. And this is a single property website that we've automatically created for you, right? So as you go through here, this is mobile optimized. You can see that there's other ways of capturing leads here. We even say what are your homework here. And remember, I was mentioning your reviews are going to be down here as well. And then at some point, this page is going to pop up. And this is particular because it's an open house, but if you have something for sale, it's just going to pop up, say, continue with Facebook. And if you have something that's later stage, it's going to offer them a home value, because the later stage is going to close and affect your home value. So marketing with our system is, you need to really get your arms around this. There's a lot. I'm sure by now, I've been talking for 20 minutes. Your heads are probably already spinning, right? Oh my God, what is all this? So take it off bit by bit. These two flyers here that are inside the chat panel that you can download, they're going to help you. But the thing you want to do with this website, once you got it all configured, once you got your reviews in, and once you got the other stuff just flows in automatically, is take it over to Facebook. And this assumes that you are friends with your client on Facebook. And if you're not doing that, I highly recommend you do that, because you want referrals more than you want just online random internet leads. Most agents do. I hear that sad story from agents every week. Oh, my business, I used to have all these referrals and now it's all gone. And it's gone because agents like you have learned how to use the internet to get in between those people. So this right here is what it looks like. So if you had sent this to me and I said, or actually, no, the way it is, you take it, you copy the link, you put it on Facebook, you tag your client and you say, thanks, great work with you. I hope you love the home, or whatever it is, right? Whatever your message is. Because when people see this, they can see that, oh, that's the reviews. And if I am interested in real estate, I'm going to click on it. And you know what happens when I click on it? I'm now looking at this, which is all the lead gen design for you. So I see a couple questions. Let me have a sip of coffee and answer those questions. Suma can't hear me. I think everybody can hear you. Okay, you got it. Okay, good. Danji's asking, what CRM do I recommend? And to speak to that, I'm going to go back to the profile real quick. And you can connect your CRM here. There are a lot of great ones. I think one thing that I'm noticing, and certainly clients like you notice, is the cost of CRMs is varies widely. And one thing that I think gets associated to some of the bigger, more well-known brands is that they have a lot of advertising stuff like us, right? Oh yeah, we have landing pages, or they have Facebook ads too. Many of those companies will actually charge you a percentage of whatever budget you're putting on your ad. But all that said, our focus is not to be a CRM. We do have some things to help you convert leads, or we're going to continue to do that in 2025. Our main focus is to help you capture leads. And so it doesn't matter if you're using KV Core or Follow Up Boss or Lofty or whatever Lofty is called today, which I think it's changing, and Realty Juggler, Real Geeks. Real Geeks is great. They have a website, they have a CRM. It's really expensive because they got you bundled in, right? CA Interactive, pretty cool, awesome, really pricey. Our clients love Follow Up Boss. It's affordable. And they're using all these, but I can tell you from just the response I keep getting from agents. And then also Wise Agent, right? Again, a low-cost agent solution, really useful, right? But there's so many solid ones here, right? There's Boomtown, which is super expensive. Brivity, again, another real pricey deal. And anyway, that's the CRM. I think Follow Up Boss and Wise Agent are a good place to start. If you know about Lion Desk, I recommend avoiding that. They were acquired a couple of years ago, and whoever's acquiring them just doesn't really care. So a lot of frustrated people over there, meaning frustrated agents not getting support. So we keep moving up the page here on the left. I'm going to go up to landing pages. Okay. And landing pages, I mentioned, you get unlimited landing pages. Okay. And I want to point out, like you get these ones in the top rows. We automatically create this, but I want to take this one here because I want you to understand what it looks like. Scott and I shared this particular account. He always likes to put these pretty pictures on here, but that's not what it looks like when you log in, right? When you log in and you start, the landing page has this generic suburban neighborhood, right? Nice driveways and cars and mailboxes, and that's cool. But I don't know where all of you are sitting. So I can tell you, yours does not look like this, okay? So I'm going to remove this photo and let's see if we can get it back to standard, right? So that you understand, because there's a big reason why you need to think about this particular landing page. It's going to be sitting right here. We'll give it a second to bait. You remember when I showed you the client review website and I said, you scroll down and it's going to ask you, what are your home worth? That fancy little living room there. That is going to be our generic picture. Let's go look and see if it's ready yet. Yeah. This is what it looks like. Okay. And that's nice. It's driveway, right? And it's a neighborhood. But if you live in an area that does not look like that, you want to be aware that picture is being automatically connected to various tools that we've created for you. If you go up here and just go look at your listing, that landing page is also on your listings. And even if a home is for sale, we're going to say at some point, I think twice on this page, what is your home worth? Right. And there it is right there. What is your home worth? Why do we do that? Right. We do that because we're just applying common sense that you all know if you've been in real estate. And that is, if there are a lot of people looking at homes for sale because they actually own a home and they want to know what is the value of my home before they talk to any realtors, right? We all know that. But for some reason, Listings to Leads is the only company that actually asks them, hey, do you own a home? If I continue here, it's going to say right there, do you own a home? Yes or no? If I say yes, do you need to sell it? Yes or no? So just more information, higher quality lead, right? If you scroll down, like I showed you earlier, it's going to have this kind of generic landscape picture there, that thing there. I want to point out, you can snap in videos. If you've got a video of your home, you can snap that in. If you got Matterport, you can snap that in too, right? But you can leverage your technology inside here while you're marketing. All that being said, this is the landing page section, and I want to make sure, I'm going to refresh this so you can see it. Make sure that looks like the first one on the top left of your landing page looks like your area. And I also want to say that if you click up here on Create Landing Page, we have all kinds of templated landing pages. Property Valuation Plus is the instant home value page. So what you do is you type in the name of your favorite town, right? Your major farm market. You've got to start here. And boom, create landing page. It's going to create a generic page. It's going to have a coffee cup on it that looks like this. And you need to change the background picture because, again, when you're asking people for their information like name, phone number, and email on a web page randomly on the internet, we all know that there's all kinds of scams on the internet. So is a coffee cup and a ballpoint pen going to make me feel real comfortable about giving you my contact information? Just a simple photograph of something in your market will make things a lot more successful for you. Back to the left social content area. This is an awesome place to get free social media content on your social media accounts. When you come here, it's going to say connect to your connect to your socials. And then it's going to say how many days a week do you want us to post? I think once during the week and once during the weekend is fine. And then it says, what topics do you want? And you definitely want the PDF guide. Remember I mentioned we have 80 PDF guides. So if you just click these two boxes, that's going to tell us to auto post it throughout the year. Choose your American holidays, maybe 2 or 3 or whatever of the home design section, maybe some inspirational quotes, maybe some fun facts down here and real estate meme stuff down here, and save it. And I'll tell you this, we have had our clients come back and say, hey, you know what? Our Instagram accounts are growing. They like your content and they're clicking and following us. And other clients are saying our Google My Business page is going from number 7 to number 1 on a Google search in my local markets, because the constant refresh of content is a trigger to Google. Hey, these people are paying attention to it. Let's give them higher SEO. So if you have Google My Business, definitely get over here. We have these other social media things. I talk to a lot of agents, even today, who are like, oh, I really don't know about Facebook. I know it's good, but I really don't have any idea, what's going on. We can automatically put content on your page so you don't have to worry about it. And ideally that'll help you grow your business, your network, but that's really not critical. I think what's way more critical is that you have a business page and that you are using it to run ads. So let's go up. We'll look at the ad software in just a minute. So if we move on the navigation bar up to the next page, there's PDF guide ads. And I mentioned a few times that there are 80, 40 of them for buyers, 40 of them for sellers. Your brand, your color, your logos, your headshot is on every page of every one of these PDF guides. So you can decide, hey, do I want to engage buyers or do I want to engage sellers? Right. Either way. And you can just go, okay, I want to market it. Okay. How can I market it? I can run an ad on Facebook. No problem. I could run an ad on Google. I could share it to social media for free, or I can have Listings to Leads do it automatically so I don't have to mess with it. I got an e-flyer for the database. Remember at the beginning of the call, I said, hey, you should buy a list of homeowners in your markets. Then you put it in your CRM and you copy this and you blast it out on whatever platform you got, right, on your CRM. There's a database for calling. If you want to call your leads, then you can just print this and it talks about, in this case, that particular PDF guide. There are also print flyers. So if you're doing an open house, you might want to maybe print out the PDF guide or print out the flyer. I think we'll give it a second. There's going to be a QR code on the print flyer. So if you're at an open house, you could have a few of these printed out and just say, hey, if you want to scan that, you can get that thing on divorce and real estate or how to curb stage your home or probate and real estate. There's on the PDF guides, there's 80 of them. You can focus on the ones that you want. And then don't forget, we have postcards and door hangers, right? And you might have had postcards and door hangers in your office. Yours usually are going to have your picture and they're going to have your phone number. Ours are going to have that and also have a URL or a QR code where they can go get more information in exchange for contact information. So our print tools are going to help you capture leads, right? So let's jump up to listings. We'll skip ads for a second and we'll go over to listings. Your listing should be auto swept from our partner list hub based on your email address. Okay, that's how it works for 90% of our clients. There are some clients that it doesn't work. And they can click this button here that says grab listing. And if you drop in the zip code on MLS ID, it'll pull in your listing. You can only do this for listings that are active. Anything pending or under contract or sold, it won't pull that in. And also this is what clients do if they talk to an agent and they say, hey, can I market your listing to go get some buyer leads? If they say yes, you drop in the zip code and the MLS ID of that property and grab it. And it'll pull it in with all the photos. And then there's all kinds of stuff. If you're new to us, a lot of clients, they see our marketing, they hear feedback from other agents and, I'm going to touch something here. And they think, oh, I have a listing. Now I want to try this one. So that's when they get involved. But actually, if you don't have listings, that's really the time to get involved, because if you sold something recently, you can add it here manually and you can market the home as sold and end up getting more listings. That's really the key. Yes, you can use a home that's for sale and you can market it. Let's go here and click on market listing. And this is a home that is got an open house. So we have all the things listed here. So here's Facebook. You just click on Facebook and Instagram ad. When we talked earlier, the part of the setup is you connect your Facebook ad account. So it's not going to say sponsored by the best listing. It's going to be sponsored by your business page and everything's pre-written. All you have to do is click create ad. Okay. Now, there is a little bit more to that, right? And that's why I want you to print this and I want you to watch on our YouTube channel the Facebook and Google ads, because you can actually customize your ad here. And you can, if you're in one of the southern states, you can actually run this ad in Chicago or New York or wherever you want. If you're in, let's say you have a home for sale on a lake that people buy as second homes, but you know that there's a large city a couple hours away that if you market that over there, you can do that. You just type in the name of the city, boom. This image here, if you click change image and video, you can upload a video. If you have a video of a home, I would highly recommend you use that. And you just upload it right here and it'll replace those images. If you don't have a video, I would highly recommend you do this kind of move. Choose 5 images, click insert, and that changes the ad to what is called a carousel ad. So people can get a little bit more info and look at it. And ideally, it's going to get them to click on that and become a lead. Now, there's social media post, and a post is different from an ad. Let's see. Do you plan to incorporate the L2L listing presentation? What do you mean by that? It is incorporated. We haven't talked about it yet, but we do have a listing presentation. So we'll talk about that in just a minute. What do you mean, Tanji, about incorporating it? So anyway, this is a post, and I want to share with you, when we did the setup, I said, connect to social media, we're going to automatically post. And automatically post means it's going to go to your business page that you told us, right? That you connected. And so I'm clicking here and it should get us over to Facebook. What is this? So this is what it looks like. This is automatic on Facebook, all that text, all that there. If I click on it, it's going to take me to a page that we automatically generated for you. And this page can capture leads for you, right? So that's what our automated post is about. So that's why you want to make sure and turn that on. right? That you set that up on your profile. Like I said earlier, we also have tools for the seller social media. So we email these to you, and we've been doing this for 15 years. And I can tell you one thing I have learned in 15 years is realtors really don't like to read instructions. And I told Scott, make this 2 lines long, make it super simple. Let me just show you what you need to do. You open the email, you email. Oh no, you just email the thing to them and you clear out whatever message to you. And you say, hey, please put this on your Facebook wall, right? And if you're doing this when you have a home that's just listed, it's going to say whatever. My name is Vincent Meza. That's at the top, right? But this is going to come from your client, not from you, because you already know we're auto posting and we're going to show you how to run ads. So we got you, the agent, covered. But if you want referrals, you want to send these tools to your clients and ask them to put it on their wall. And just say, hey, would you share that on Facebook? We want to get more people into your home. We want to get top dollar. This is open house, but you would get this when it's just listed. And it's going to say, hey, we just listed our home with you at your office and check it out, share it. And then when there's an open house, it's going to say, hey, we're having an open house on Saturday and you at your office are doing this, right? And then when the home is sold, it's going to say, hey, our home just sold and we want to recommend you, the agent. Because if you need to buy or sell a home, we want to recommend you as being a realtor. I want to show that to you. I got to refresh this for some reason. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm having kind of a little bit of a hiccup here, but let's see here. Okay, thanks. I think I see another question. Let's see. Okay, so here I have a property that's sold. Okay, so I showed you one just now of the seller's social media tool. And it is on a home that has an open house. But now here's one that's sold, right? So it's the same home, you just update the status. And so we're not going to email all these to you at one time. We're going to email them to you when it is appropriate, right? When there is an open house or when it is. And so this is what it says when it's sold, okay? So remember earlier I said, become friends with your client on Facebook. You don't have to, in this case, on the one where you're getting client reviews, you do. But if you remember the client review website, now think, okay, I'm going to have a tool like this that my homeowner can share in front of all their friends and family. And it says, I'm their agent. And then another one that says, I'm holding their open house. And another one that says, I sold their home. And here's my phone number and email in front of all their friends and family to see. And then maybe in a week or two, you get a client review webpage, right? And you pop it up there and you tag your client. Those friends and family and colleagues of that client are going to know you're their realtor. And I think you're going to want to make sure that all your clients, friends, and family can do that. We'll wait to see it. Okay. So we'll talk about the listing presentation in a minute. Back here. We're still on listing marketing. This is the number one tool. The Nearby Homeowner Letter is the number one tool for getting listing leads that turn into listing contracts. Okay. And we have a lot of ways to get listing leads, but the highest quality ones come from this Nearby Homeowner Letter. It's a piece of paper. Okay. And it says, hey, we just sold this home and go check it out. And that's going to affect your home value and go check that out. Right. Don't forget, this is a piece of paper that you're mailing to people, ideally people with equity. And if you connect Express Copy, this is a national printer that has the database of everybody that owns a home. So you could, if you're using Express Copy, give me a second, you can tell them to mail it for you. You don't have to even touch it. You just say, hey, get mailing list and do a 1 or 2 mile radius or whatever, and boom. You click that button, they will mail 100 pieces to people who own homes for more than 6 years in a 1 or 2 or 3 mile radius. It's that easy. There's only one downside. We're really happy to see this because it makes it easier for our clients. There's one downside to this, and that is the envelope looks really generic, right? It just does. It's a printing company and it just doesn't look. Our clients who have been clients for a long time, they don't use Express Copy. They actually, this lady here, most of our clients have learned to use colorful envelopes so it doesn't look like bulk mail. This is the Nearby Homeowner Letter on a home that's sold. Pat has been a client of ours for probably 12 or 13 years. She prints them out in batches of 100 then flips it over and prints on the back so it looks like an envelope. Then she hand folds it and writes it. Why would that lady be doing that? That's because the first 100 just listed, she got 4 homeowners calling her for home value. On this batch, which is the second 100 on the same home, she got another 3 people calling and 1 texting. All 8 of those people want to sell their home with her from 1 listing and 200 pieces of mail. It's handwritten. I don't know if Express Copy is going to get that kind of results, but it is definitely going to be easy. If we keep going down, you're going to see you have postcards and door hangers. We have an e-flyer if you want to call, or if you want to blast this out on your CRM, there's an e-flyer. That link, that photo, that link, and that photo, and that link are all call to actions. So one flyer has multiple ways of capturing leads, right? Copy the code, take it to your CRM and blast it. That's why at the beginning of the call, I said you should be taking one of our e-flyers and blasting your leads once a week, right? It's free and it has call to actions built in. Now we do create single property websites. We do create virtual tours. We have a really powerful open house marketing system. Our clients have generated 50, even 80 leads or more in 1 week from one open house. It's because they're using the tools I'm showing you. Okay. There was a question inside the Mastermind group this week about sign writers. And somebody was saying, hey, I don't think there's QR codes on the sign writers. If I use it, will it work? And she was like, how do I change the size of it? You'd have to scroll down. I was just scanning this morning. And other agents came in and say, oh, I use it just by default. And yeah, right here. This is late October. And so other clients saying, oh no, it works just like that. I printed them with my local printer and it works. Agents are talking to each other in the Mastermind group and actually sharing some really valuable stuff. You also can post on Craigslist. We also create a QR code for every property and traffic reports. And we create a virtual tour and put it on YouTube. So the one thing I didn't really dive into, I've mentioned it a few times, is that you can create ads. And so we've talked about listings, we've talked about PDF guides, we've talked about landing pages, and it's great that they just sit on the internet, but it's way more useful when you get them in front of thousands of people. So if I click on create a listing ad for a home that is for sale, and I leave it on lead ads, I recommend you always run ads with lead ads. And here's why. I don't know if you've even run an ad on Facebook before, but it's not easy to be successful. There are a lot of agents who are, and there are a lot of agents who are not. They've run ads because they've heard it and they're like, oh, I hear it's great, but that's not working for me. It's really hard to make a mistake with our system if you use our default settings. It's going to say, hey, this home is just listed here. Create ad, $35 ad, 7 days. Boom, it's that easy. These leads come with name, email, and phone number. Don't forget, I'm suggesting to every agent to be running one ad every week, at least. If you've been in the game for a while, you know you're probably going to be running more ads than that. If you have more than 2 listings, you're going to be running more ads than that. And if I'm going to just show you right here, I'm going to run an ad on a sold property. I'm going to have lead ads, so I get pre-populated name, email, and phone number. And we write the ad, we connect it to your Facebook ad account. It's going to charge your credit card in your Facebook ad account. And all you got to do is click create ad. Okay. $50 ad for 7 days. Sold leads, they cost around $7 each. So you divide 7 into 50, expect 7 leads for $49. Buyer leads cost on average $3 each. So you can do the math of, okay, if I'm running a $35 ad, this is what's going to happen, right? This is how many leads I can expect. Then you can run, remember I mentioned we have all those PDF guides, you've got 80 of them. So if you don't have any listings and you want to do something that's going to engage your market, 5 dangers of overpricing is a serious topic that's always relevant, right? And you just type in the name of your favorite town, your farm market there, and you go, boom, create ad. It's so easy. You're getting leads in name, email, and phone number, okay? You could create an ad on a landing page. Remember how I said, oh, go create a landing page for your farm market and put a picture behind it? I have one for Concord there as well. Boom, I'm going to create the end property valuation plus is our instant home value. And so here's how you run that ad. It says your Concord homes have changed in value. What I want to target Concord, and boom, create ad, right? That's how it is. This has some hurdles. This kind of ad has really expensive leads and not the best targeting. So I only recommend doing an ad like that maybe once a month. I'm going to do one more, which is the one that agents often do and often are not happy with the results. And I'll show you why in just a second. Oh, it's showing you the old one. We won't go into that. I am going to point out that I have a class that I sent this link to everybody. I'll send it to everybody again right now. You want to definitely watch my Facebook and Google class because I talk in depth about the kinds of things that kind of go awry. I don't really want to see you waste money. I have a question here from Tony. What about Craigslist? That's a great question. I don't know how long you've been in real estate. We've been doing this for 15 years. Or when we started, we had one tool, only one. And it was a one-click posting to Craigslist. And we were capturing so many leads that we were blowing everybody away across the country. And that was great. But there were a lot of companies hitting up Craigslist. And I don't know, I'm not trying to be disparaging, but Keller Williams, man, it was like part of their culture to be running ads on Craigslist in those years, right? And so down here, you can run an ad on Craigslist. And so anyway, I can't remember Craig's name. It's Craig Newman, I think. He was tired of having all these people run ads on Craigslist, and some of them were scammed lead ads, stuff like that. So they changed their website dramatically. It's probably 6 or 7 years now. And it made capturing leads incredibly difficult. All those call to actions that I keep talking about, they just wipe them out. You can't even do it. So that really upset the realtors in the United States. And they just left that website. Right. What nobody was really thinking about, however, is that your target market, the consumers and home buyers and sellers in your markets haven't gone anywhere. There are other websites that are popular and they take a little bit of traffic, but Craigslist is probably between the 15th and 20th most trafficked website in the United States right now. And what that means is your market's sitting there and they're looking at homes that are for sale. And for them to get a hold of you, it's way harder than it used to be. So you're not getting easy leads, but the lead quality is much higher. I set up the teams in offices around the country. I had a team that I set up. It was about a year ago. And he said, we have hired new inside salespeople to just work our Craigslist leads because we're getting so many leads from Craigslist. Let's see here. Oh, Derek is asking, how can I find your YouTube? And an easy way to find it is if you look at the GoToMeeting chat panel, which is what we're using GoToMeeting, there should be a blinking button somewhere and there's a link to it. But otherwise, go to listings to leads or go to YouTube and type in listings to leads and that will get you. Let's go back here and see. Okay. So we were talking about Facebook ads and we also have Google, which is an add-on. But boy, if this is the number one website in the country. Okay. It's the number one website in the country. I don't recommend using Facebook to get buyer leads. I highly recommend it for getting seller leads. And the thing that most agents want to do, we're not connected, so I can't show you. But it's just like running ads on Facebook. It's just going through your Google business page. So it's going to ask you to sign up and somehow we're disconnected. You don't need to start with Google. But if you're, depending on the size of your business, if you're handling between 3 to 5 or more listings at all times, you definitely should be investing in Google because that's going to help you get high quality listing leads. Oh, lastly, and if you have questions, let me know because I'm at the end of my story here. When you log in, you're dropped on the dashboard. And I think you should ask yourself, do you want buyer leads or do you want seller leads? And if you click on that button, everything on this page, these are the assets, these are the tools that are going to help you get buyer or seller leads. It's your choice, right? We even give you some suggestions of, hey, these are the kinds of things you can do. And it's looking at the tools in your account to run this. But right here, just like we were doing on the other page, you could run a listing ad on a later stage home. You can run a landing page ad or a PDF guide, all in this case to get seller leads. You can also market your later stage homes. You can get the just sold postcards out. You could get the nearby homeowner letter out. You could get your e-flyer for later stage homes. Definitely market your later stage homes. I'm friends with way too many realtors on Facebook. And it's so sad to see all the colorful things that they're posting and sharing that have no lead capture built in. Whereas they're actually, all of our tools have lead capture, especially when it's sold. Also, the landing pages and the PDF guides that are going to help you get listings are right here. I've been diving down on these pages here, but you can work from the dashboard. You can just decide, I need buyer leads or I need seller leads. And one other thing, on the very top, it's a marketing calendar. Okay. And the marketing calendar, there's one action for each day. Today it's Monday and it's listing marketing. So you can download a checklist, which is just a checklist. It's an outline of what do you mean, what you need to do. Here is step-by-step detailed instructions on how to execute that checklist. And right here is where you go to your property to do the work, right? So on the marketing calendar, there's even the text right on the calendar that says will get buyer leads or this can get seller leads. You can just focus on the ones you want or do something once a day. There's only one thing to do every day so that you can get this done in 5 minutes and move on. But you're going to have tools out there to help you market consistently that capture leads. This is a good time for questions. And we got to talk about the listing presentation. What do you mean by later stage? That's referring to listings, and early stages, it's coming soon. It's just listed, it's active or open house. These are for sale, they're early. But when the home goes pending or under contract or sold, that's later stage. And the call to actions are not trying to get buyer leads. They're trying to get seller leads. So if you want to multiply your listing count, market your homes for sale, get buyer leads, and when they get pending or under contract or sold, market it again and get seller leads. Now, I want to talk about the listing presentation. Somebody asked earlier, you should all go to this page on your listings page and go to property marketing plan and download this thing. Okay. And it's 27 pages long. And I'm sure all of you have a really great value proposition when you're talking to a homeowner. But from a technology standpoint, there's nobody that can compete. No other company can compete with everything that we're doing on this 27-page doc. It doesn't ever mention listings to leave. It just says you at your office are bringing this to the table to help those people sell their home. So let me show it to you real quick. And I'll give it a second. Freebie. Here it is. So this is going to have your picture, your logo, your color scheme, and you should be printing this out as soon as you get off the call, because this is going to be a serious reminder of everything that we talked about today, right? Now, this is meant for you to print and leave behind with a homeowner, right? It's generic, but it's talking about all the technology that we're doing. If you want, you can run an ad on Facebook and Instagram and share that same story, and they can download that presentation if they give you their contact info. You could do that on Google as well. You could share it for free on social media. They can download it in exchange for contact information. E-flyer for your database. You remember I said you should have a list of people that own homes in your market? You would copy this and blast it out on those people. So we do that there. And we also, if you go to listings, you notice I have a listing right here and it says listing presentation. This is what you do when you have a listing presentation on a home, right? So let's say you found a lead and they're going to let you come over and talk about how you're going to sell their home. Create the listing, but put it as a status, not early or late stage, but put it as a listing presentation. And when you do that, I'm going to click this. We're going to have to download this again. It creates that listing presentation I just showed you. It creates that, but if it's talking about their home. And you should, when you create this listing, you should put in one photo of their home. And then every one of those pages where it shows a home, it's going to be their home on that presentation. This is just really a powerful way of showing what you're doing. And you know what? There are QR codes built into that presentation. Let's go see. It might be taking forever to do this again. So let me go to this one that's already baked. So imagine that you've gone and created it, and wherever it shows a home, it's got a picture of their home looking like this. This is what my tools look like when I have your home. And you can say, I create a YouTube video, and that's your home. That's what it's going to look like. So it's just, it's not so generic. It's got their picture so they can visualize exactly what you're going to be doing. There are even QR codes. And if you're using this, and I highly recommend you use this, you can say, hey, scan that QR code. Because if they scan that, it's going to take them to a mobile optimized website for their home, right? And they're going to, and you can say, hey, I'm already working on this. I've already created a mobile optimized website. Let's get this thing. This is for smartphones, right? It's just super compelling and really hard to beat, right? Let's see here. I see questions. So go ahead and ask your questions. That's the end of my story. Did you ever purchase email lists? I mentioned that, Suma. That's what I recommend all of our clients do. I recommend that you purchase a list of homeowners with equity, meaning 5 years more equity. You get their name, email, phone number, and address, and you use our tools on email, on Facebook ads, and in mailing, and you are going to get more business. Tanji, thanks. I'm glad you like it. Oh, you must have got here late, Suma. There's a handful of companies, redx.com, remind.com, listsource.com, vulcan7.com, and Arch Agent. You really want to try to get a list of people with equity, 5 years or more equity, with name, phone, email, and address. And then you use our tools. You run ads to those people once a week. You send e-flyers to them once a week, and you send out a print once or twice a month so that you are hitting these people from multiple directions with capturing leads from all those directions, right? So that's the story, guys. Get started. So it's high level. You need to go find this page and watch Top Tools for More Listings, 2 or 3 versions of that, because I don't say the exact same thing. Oh, can I use Pro Tools? What is Pro Tools? I don't know what that is. Sorry. What is the best reference? I think Arch Agent or remind.com. You just want to make sure you're getting name, phone, email, and address. Yeah. So I answered the question there. Honestly, I would say these are hour-long calls, and I know that's a hard deal, but our platform is incredibly powerful. It is designed to help you get more listings, more buyers, to help you build out your social media and just make you a marketing powerhouse. If you learn how to use it, it's going to increase your business. Let's see. It's a guerrilla marketing street. Oh, I don't understand, Marilyn. It's a marketing system with guerrilla. Oh, okay. That's Pro Tools. Oh, I don't know what they do. Sorry. Thanks, Suma. All right, everybody. Are there any more questions? And by the way, I am at Vince at Listings to Leads. I'm over on the website somewhere. If you have questions, you can email me. If you're watching this call, I think if you go to Offices and Teams on this page, you can schedule a demo, and my contact information. You can schedule a demo, but my contact information is there. So if you have questions about team accounts, or if you have questions about the system, you can find me right here. And if we're getting set up your broker. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. Let us know how we can help you. And our support team is awesome. If you go over here, bottom left, it says support. Our whole support team watches that, and they're super fast. So definitely feel free, if you're getting stuck, check that out. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Have a great week. Bye-bye.